Hey Madden fans, this is Ian Cummings, Creative Director for Madden NFL 11. Check out this excerpt of our latest developer podcast. Welcome everyone, Madden podcast number... I think it's 5, according to our producer, Eric Gray. Welcome everyone, Ian Cummings, Creative Director. I've got my partner in crime again, Commish Czar Donnie Moore.
Hello, NFL playoffs are here, people. Woo!
I mean, this is the biggest time of year, right, for you, Don?
Dude, this is I wait all year long for this, man. I can't, we've waited all season. 256 games have been played, and now there's only a few left, and the real winner will be on top when it's all said and done.
And they'll be crowned champion, Super Bowl champion, and I don't know though. The fantasy leagues are all done, and that's always a pretty big bummer. You have to kind of balance it with this excitement of the playoffs and fantasy being dead, which is.
I woke up on what is that, week 17 Monday, and all the games were done. I was like, okay, Monday Night Football, and I was like, oh wait, there is no Monday Night Football.
Yeah,
there's no fantasy,
bummer.
But you do get Saturday and Sunday playoff football. So I think
which
that's
is still
bonus.
huge. That does help it out. Well, joining us today, we have a special guest. His name, Anthony Dement. Welcome, Anthony.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
So Anthony Dement, with his cheesy voice there, is a designer on Madden. Many people probably haven't heard of him yet, and I thought it'd be interesting to bring him in. This is Anthony's first year on the game. He worked on Madden 11 last year. Anthony, how did you get here, and what do you do? Just give me a little quick summary.
I got my master's down here in Orlando in interactive entertainment.
What? Hold on.
Is that a real
Are
title?
you faking
like
that?
that.
Interactive
cool.
entertainment master's sounds like total
fully
crap.
accredited master's program.
Wow.
Okay.
Nice. Top of my class, of course. But yeah, no, I landed an internship here after my master's program.
When was that?
That was August of last year.
Okay.
So I spent pretty much the whole cycle on Madden 11. As an intern, I helped get some of those crowd chants you heard this year, Go Pack Go, things like that, into the game. And worked on coach headset audio, wrote a lot of the lines, and scripted the system to get those in. Mm-hmm. Did a lot of work for presentation and a few other things.
And you did achievements as well. That's always
yep.
kind of our young designer task.
Right.
You did achievements, and then I think your crowning jewel of your designs,
yeah,
which I'll get right to.
One of the most controversial.
I was going to leave this one out, but
is Strategy Pad.
Yeah.
And so I'll cut you some slack. I don't want to throw you under the bus. It actually wasn't your design. You had to help work on it, but it was another designer that even left the company and left you with it. So tell me about Strategy Pad.
Strategy Pad was one of the first things I got handed when I came in. Basically, the design was done, and it was up to me to kind of figure out UI and how to implement it. Didn't really realize how much the community would be up in arms over changing pre-play audibles and things like that. But I was also responsible for getting the patch in to fix it and bring back the old pre-play controls.
So you should be lauded for your ability to return the old control.
I'm here for the Madden fans and listening to them constantly.
I remember the day the demo came out, Anthony just almost crying coming into my office, freaking out about how bad the reception was on the feature. And we knew right then we obviously had to fix it. So I
was beside myself for a few days. So for anyone who thinks we don't care, I care.
Very much so, yeah. Motion capture, we actually just had a shoot, let's see,
December.
Like a week before the break. And the Larry Rehard and the gameplay guys went and shot a bunch of capture of just new animations all across the board, all kinds of different stuff. Donnie, what's the schedule with rosters for you? You're still on kind of a weekly schedule, and you're going to be starting in the playoffs again, doing another one? Or?
Yeah, we're not going to have one for the wild card weekend, but we're going to have a big giant roster update, pretty much your end of the season update for the divisional playoffs next week. So, Thursday or Friday, whenever we can get that out. And then we'll also do a final update at the end of the season for the Super Bowl with everybody removed from the IR and everybody's depth charts sort of like projected for 2011. So, we started up a couple threads on some forums about
how do we handle the IR guys?
Yeah, with our limited rosters. I mean, for you football crazy nuts out there following right now, teams have probably approximately 60, 65, in some cases like the Colts and the Packers, 70 players on their team because of all the guys on IR. So we're constantly kind of up against the wall with, well, what do we do with these players who are on IR but can't play? They're done for the season. And there's all these guys that are, third string and second string just got signed to the teams. Do we want to include them because they are actually active players? Mm-hmm. So we've had a thread going on about it, talked about it, and at the end of the season we'll certainly have all of the guys removed from the IR, all of the key 53, 55 players on the teams, mm-hmm. and then all the players left over on the free agent wire will be your maybe some practice squad guys and your more high profile free agent.
Thanks for joining us on our 5th Developer Podcast. You can check out the full episode over on iTunes.